Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor, here with my father,
Kevin.
And today, it's a highly anticipated record. I'm very excited to do this with you. The Weeknd, Hurry Up Tomorrow. And this is apparently the last record that he will put out under the Weeknd.
That's it.
I don't know if he's going to go start creating music under a different name. Maybe he'll go just by his name given to him at birth, or he'll come up with a different
persona.
Persona. I have no idea.
Possibly, yeah.
Are you excited for this? I'm curious.
I am really.
I am.
Well, am I excited?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just curious, like what
I am. I want to know what direction he's going to go in. That
Timeless.
Dawn FM was a trip and a half.
Track number 1, Wake Me Up.
Before you
go.
All I have is my legacy. I've been losing my memory.
The mixing on this is already
great. I'm really curious. Just what I was gonna say. Fucking rights.
Sounds like Thriller, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is why he's the.
I keep turning it up because I'm like, I want this louder. I want it injected into me.
I know. We need IVs.
I know.
This pre-chorus is great. I think we're in for a treat here, man.
What a great intro.
Yeah.
So cinematic here.
Yeah. My dry January is over. I'm going to dance club tonight.
That sound was you cracking open a
It sounds like
Corona.
me opening a beer. I love the snare paired up with a snap.
Yeah. I can't. Where do I pause it? I don't know when to pause it. Okay. Oh no, I can't. We got to keep going. I'm
Wake
sorry.
Me Up was fantastic. That was fire. Beautiful strings.
Sorry, we just got to keep going. I couldn't pause that.
No.
I can feel my spirit slowly leaving.
Great bottom end.
I can see myself and I'm not breathing.
If Ricky Lewis starts playing in the chorus, playing drums,
Yeah.
instead of this, I will take off my pants.
I think you're taking them off regardless.
And I hope you cry for me.
Oh, good.
Like I cry for you.
Thank you.
Every night for you. I can't hide the truth. Girl, I cry for you. Girl, I cry for you. Yeah, I disappear. Don't
I cannot wait to get in the car with this. I need to buy this on CD and just.
Cause the stage took a toll. Been faded on the floor in this penthouse. Crazy and I'm alone. And I hope you cry for me.
There's that loneliness again, eh?
Yeah.
Because the stage took a toll, been faded on the floor in this penthouse prison, I'm alone.
Fucking killer drums. Man, these lyrics are, if this is his last album, they're hitting pretty hard. Okay, so you gotta get ready to switch to Sao Paulo.
Yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Apparently I have to let this one play into 3 and then 4, so you can go to Sao Paulo.
So I can't fucking sing?
Yeah, it's an interlude.
Okay, that's definitely when he lost his voice, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this is a single, but we haven't listened to it yet.
Where are we going?
Every time I try to run you, but you do so love on me. I surrender at your feet, baby, put it all on me. I love it when you turn me on.
Such aggressive drums on this. I love it. They're
Yes.
so gritty and loud.
They really match the synths.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
I've never heard him do anything like this.
Never heard him. No, never. This is great. I'm definitely going out.
I know, this makes me want to go out tonight.
Yeah.
Baby, ride me to the darkness of the night.
Those.
I'm just smiling like ear to ear right now. Like, I can't imagine how he feels. How letting the world finally hear
Oh,
this.
yes, yes. This is so good. This is fire, eh? This is fire. Oh, some good lines here. Hit it from the back. She louder than two sold out nights.
She trusts me. She's addicted to the rush. I can never get enough. She says her money needed papers.
I love those lines. A lot of great moaning here coming up.
He's a pretty good moaner.
Yeah.
Like that folk
Yeah.
being thrown back in there. I thought something fucked up.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, the laptop died.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to stop this? Okay.
Right there.
Whoa, okay,
Whoa,
hold on.
whoa, whoa,
We're
whoa.
in the middle of an interlude.
Whoa.
But we
Whoa.
need to stop and talk at
Whoa.
some point.
Holy shit.
That was like we're in track 6. No, we're going into track 6 right now.
Whoa.
So we need to stop and talk.
I'm not going to remember anything else. I don't remember the songs other than that one there.
No, that was okay. Let's take it back. Let's breathe. Take a deep breath.
I need
Feel your heart rate. Make
Yeah,
sure
but
you're
you
not.
know, I can't take a deep breath and breathe because I just translated the bota na boca, bota na kana, bota
What does that
one.
mean?
Put it in my mouth, put it on my face, put it anywhere you want, wherever you want.
Okay, let's calm down. Let's run it back. Track number 1, "Wake Me Up." Fucking great way to open the record.
Yeah.
The mixing was beautiful. I loved how he. At first, I thought it was our headphones. I thought, why is he so quiet?
I was worried about that. You didn't have the
I
mix
thought
right.
I had it fucked up, but I was like, let's just let it sit for a second. And then he comes in, beautiful. And then I was gonna talk after that track, but it just, I even said it. I'm like, I can't stop.
Yeah.
It's like you're fucking going at something. It's, you gotta, it's like I can't pull out. I can't do it. I was gonna press pause, but I had to let it go into "Cry for Me," which was a fucking absolute banger. Some lines on there that if this is his last album, hit differently, because him talking about how every time he goes on tour, it takes
a toll on him. Well, verse
him.
number 2, I can't see clear. I'm touching your leg, by the way.
I feel that.
I
Yes.
wash my fears with whiskey tears. I disappear. Don't interfere. The end is near. The crowd'll scream. I block my ears to stop the cheers. Cause the stage took a toll. Been faded on the floor in this penthouse prison. I'm alone. That's
fuck, man.
That is his.
Yeah, this is like, okay, so then if this is truly his last record, that's just, that's a lot to take in. And then we transition into "I Can't Fucking Sing," which is an interlude that I wonder if it ties into his performance. Do you remember that performance? It was, people were talking about it, where he did 2 songs or something.
And his voice went out.
And he was, he did this big apology, and he genuinely just sounded like so disappointed and sad, like in himself.
Well, I'm going to read it because it's very important. I Can't Fucking Sing is a skit that is a direct reference to the incident where Abel was starting one of his shows at SoFi Stadium, and during Alone Again, his voice started cracking, and he had to stop the concert altogether because of this problem. While apologizing, some fans started booing him, which caused Abel to get emotional in a different angle. In a different angle of a video of this incident. Oh yeah, okay, they caught it differently.
I
haven't seen that where he got
I've seen
emotional.
the footage, but I saw him he got emotional on stage, and the booing. I didn't realize people booed him, but to me, if I was an artist and I came out and said I can't sing, my voice is fucked, and they booed me, that would really change my perspective on how I'm viewed. Because at that point
big time,
you're not really viewed as a person. You're viewed as just like an object, something to entertain. What do you mean? Like if you're gonna boo somebody for having an issue, like they're sick or they can't sing, like I could see that changing his perspective on how he views performing.
Exactly,
because I'd be like, what the fuck?
And the people coming to his shows and how he is looked at upon them. Right. I went to Ozzy Osbourne and it was at Rogers Arena. I was so stoked. He came out, second song in, it was Goodbye to Romance. Hey, goodbye to romance. His voice croaked. Fucking.
People throwing shit?
No.
Oh, no. Respectful.
It was crazy. People were like fucking clap. He couldn't. I got to go. Blah, blah. They cut it off. Everybody left. I thought there was going to be fights,
Well, I had a picture of an Aussie show. I had a picture of beer bottles and stuff. But
nothing. Everybody left, and they got ticket refunds for like the next 6 months later, and people went back to the show. I thought it was going to be like, fuck you throwing beer bottles, but it was like, fuck, he's out there. His career. He's fucking killed himself singing for people, right?
Yeah.
So if he's not running around throwing water and doing his thing, there's something wrong.
Then we go in from I Can't Fucking Sing into Sao Paulo. Sample, is that a sample or is that a feature?
It's officially registered on ASCAP, confirming that the Weeknd's first collaboration with Brazilian artist Anitta, and marking the artist's first foray into Brazilian funk. It was previewed on Instagram on the NFL Brazil event happening in 2024. And there is something here. Wait, 2 months later.
Crazy abrasive song. The drums and the synths is what we were kind of really focusing on.
And hot and dirty. You know what I loved about this? This was like, this put the power on her. She don't even want your money, can buy you and someone else.
Yeah.
She's addicted to the rush. I can never get enough. She's desensitized to money, need to pay with something else. So like, she's got the power. She's a baller, and she's like, fuck, I could get anybody I want. You know what I mean?
She's got the power in that situation.
I like that. I think that's cool, right?
You don't hear from that perspective often. And it's a really cool, just from him writing that perspective. Was she saying that, or was the Weeknd?
The Weeknd was.
So he was writing from her perspective, or someone's perspective.
Hit it from the back. She's louder than two sold out. She's louder than 2 sold out nights.
That's a funny line.
And you know what that means? I could decipher it for you.
I think I got that. Yeah, that one you don't have to decipher. But insane production. I was actually smiling. I know we're 5 tracks in, so we got to keep going.
Yeah.
But I was legit smiling. You guys were watching, obviously, or maybe not. I don't know. You might be looking away, or fucking
doing something,
eating with this in the background. I don't know. But I was smiling a lot, because I was everything was making me like feel so good. Every instrument
was, I know,
and I can't imagine how the Weeknd must feel like putting something like this out, and then like the reception, like
it's great.
I don't know if he watches reaction videos. I know he's watched John before, and he invited him out to a show. But like, if I was him, I would be watching every reaction video on YouTube just to see how people like I'd be showing everybody like, check out this album that I just made. Because
what's going to happen naturally. But what I loved in that thing was that, what did we say right in that song together? There was something that we've never heard on a Weeknd project.
I've never heard him do something like that. He's still pushing boundaries, going into new territories. Track 5, Until We're Skin and Bones, and then I'll let that play into Baptized in Fear, and then I'll let that play into Open Hearts, and then hopefully we'll have a chance to pause again. So it's going to be loud for a second. This
Okay.
is the end of the Sao Paulo.
Okay, I got to hear this. Let's do this. This is the startup? We really went through a portal there, man.
Yeah, it does, and the tempo's changed. So
Yeah,
it does feel like
we landed somewhere else. One thing you always say with a Weeknd album, you know you're getting fucking great production.
Quality, yeah.
Sleep in the tub, I was fed with paralysis. My foot hit the faucet, water started flowing in. I just know the shadow staring at me. It gets
This is
closer,
dark lyrics.
it gets
Yeah.
closer, it gets
Verse
closer
1 made me feel of a panic attack.
Yeah, no, I felt that too.
Yeah.
Corner laughing at me. Heartbeat slower. Voices will tell me that I should carry on.
This is
Voices will tell
fucking
me
phenomenal.
that I should
Phenomenal.
carry
This is my song for
I'm
now.
baptized in fear, my dear. Voices will tell me that I should carry on.
The way this is recorded, does it not sound like we're in the stadium?
Oh,
Listen,
100%.
That I should carry on. Voices
I feel this
will
like
tell me that I
something's
should
picking up.
carry
yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'm glad we got that transition there.
yeah.
I can hear the whisper even with my ears closed.
This melody is just like
It's
it's
fucking
giving me
great.
shivers. I'm not
I know.
even exaggerating.
Silver and gold only make my skin cold.
Fucking love that line.
I told myself,
Okay, depending on what the chorus is doing here, this is a fucking hit, man. Like,
Oh, I can see it. Yeah,
where do we go?
where do I start
yeah.
Yeah.
when I open my heart? Cover my scars
Oh, yeah.
when I open my arms. Falling in love.
It's funny, we went from like real despair in the track,
Yeah.
right, to complete
Opposite.
Yeah, he's-
Trapped inside a limbo, watching through a window.
That melody is
It's
just
so
it's
good.
haunting, beautifully haunting.
Been a bit low, then I seen your halo.
but come on, that drums in the synth.
Oh,
Listen to that.
Where do I start?
Oh, the boys in the band are gonna love playing this live.
oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Ricky and that.
yeah.
Falling in love again.
You know what I like? Ricky doesn't go.
No, just
Yeah, it's great. One little fill there, one tom hit.
okay. Perfect time to pause because I hear there's a transition, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's not too intense. 2 songs to talk about. Well, actually 3 if you want to include that interlude, which felt like we went through a portal.
Yes.
And then so Baptized in Fear, that was that almost like not sent me into a panic attack, but it really brought me into the feelings I get when I have a panic attack.
Exactly in the tub. All those, everything from
that
his,
that first verse,
the whole
I-
first verse felt me like when I go through anxiety.
Yeah, I could feel it. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't obviously bringing on anxiety because I'm just listening to the
Yeah,
lyrics,
yeah.
but it brought me as close as you possibly can with a song, I think.
Yeah.
Which was just, it proves, like
Yeah.
that's just incredible writing.
Then the chorus is voices tell me that I should carry on, which is such a positive thing.
Yes.
Right? You're
Yeah.
hearing this from somebody. They're hearing voices saying, you know what, you should just carry on and go get through this, right? I've
Yeah.
been baptized in
I
fear.
mean, I guess it depends what the voices are telling you in your head. Is he talking about voices in his head or people around him?
I don't know. I don't know. Voices tell me.
Because what if your idea is to jump out the window and the voices are telling you you should carry on with that idea?
Well, his fans are telling him to carry on making music. And then he also said, I'm going through a cathartic path right now. I'm getting to a place and time where I'm getting ready to close the Weeknd chapter. I'm still making music, maybe as The Weeknd, but I still want to kill the Weeknd, and I will eventually. I'm definitely trying to shed that skin and be reborn. The album I'm working on now is probably the last hurrah of the Weeknd. So the voices,
And this is an interview of him talking about this album here.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the voices, I assume, are the fans.
This is something that I have to do as the Weeknd.
Do you think the song is about him feeling trapped as the Weeknd? And the fans telling him to carry on?
Well, that might be the tub.
Then we go into Open Hearts, which I'm very glad we waited for that. We did that transition because that was a really intense build-up. If I would have paused it there, the momentum would have been lost.
I think I blew my ears, though. That was like that build-up there.
Up into Open Hearts? Yeah. No, it was intense. You could feel it building up.
Yeah.
And then, Open Hearts, like you said, I could see that being a big hit.
Oh, easily, man. It's like, wow.
The melody, his voice, the melody he was singing, I don't know why, it had this weird familiar feeling, like I'd almost heard it before.
Yeah.
I was like, it makes sense. It's like that's how it's supposed to sound.
It's
like
warm.
It was one of those weird moments.
Yeah.
And then it was just beautiful.
No, that's like you would say. I'm going to take one of your words. That was a fucking banger. The way the drums and the lower synths were locked in.
Yeah, and then, like you said, I don't know if his Ricky
Lewis.
If does he do the drumming on the albums or does he?
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
okay, I like how he doesn't go kind of all over the place. Very steady. But
but you know what? You never hear.
Occasionally he'll do something.
Well, in the live shows I've watched him, so that's where the guys, girls, everybody who playing drums, they get to go a little bit more crazy. So it's
have
like
a little more fun with it.
Yeah, like I don't. I've talked to you before about Tony Royster Jr., who's played for many people, but he played for Jay-Z. So I've watched him play with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's usually just, right? But he's like, and you really get to light it up. You want to escalate that, right?
Have some fun on the stage.
Yeah, you don't want to shit all over this.
Ricky and I don't know if Ricky did every drumming thing, because I think Metro has some production on this record.
Does he?
I don't know where. Mike Dean, the people, everybody, the classics.
Well, who do you think produced this album? This song?
Open Hearts,
Swedish fella.
Oh,
Max Martin.
Max Martin makes sense. Yeah. Track number 8, Opening Night, and we'll let that play into track number 9, Reflections, Laughing.
Oh, that kick drum is smooth, isn't it? Though
It's smooth as butter.
I've heard that saying before.
Tell me how my love grows. Why bring this up right now?
This one really gets me curious.
It's short. It's just a little.
No, just the lyrics.
Oh.
I think he's talking to the fans there.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you let me down. If you let me drown, I won't make a sound.
I really like the ambience.
Yeah.
The ground.
That's cool.
Cool, yeah.
Whoa. This is getting trippy. Oh, it is a phone.
I know you're up. You think I don't know you're staying up all night, cooped up in that hotel room? My girl told me she saw you in Dallas, said you didn't look good.
Sounds like he's down in some pills or something.
Yeah.
But you barely finished the show.
Worked so hard to be better, and now you're back drowning in that shit. Don't let them take you from it.
Cool vocals.
Wait, I've been up touring state 45.
Is Travis?
Safe. At the top is my place.
Look how low his vocals are.
Super low.
Lavish life type of state. Using time when you
Oh, this is good.
what we can do if you waist every summer. Buy a body, two-step a stutter. Platinum around my wrist, blur, chirp like I'm stunner. Logo around the disc while the DJ sit cut up. Don't you let me go? If you let me go.
It sounds like as he was going through the song, he was going more and more deeper into trouble, underwater.
Yeah.
Right? And then Travis's vocals were really deep.
What is that?
Pause it there. Okay, 2 songs to talk about. You wanted to talk about opening night, though.
Yes,
first.
Okay, that was opening night, right? Opening night is, I don't know if it has nothing here, but this is just my Bob the Pop-Pop. Shout out, Bob. Tell me how our love grows when you're trying to dig for lies, okay? I'm looking at the fans. You're just being emotional. When I'm being logical at times. Hate when you're irrational, when I see you chronically online. Why bring this up right now? You know it's my opening night. Circulation gone, shaking on the floor, steroids in my lungs, right?
Yeah.
I'd probably try to help him sing, possibly.
yeah.
Fighting off the mud. Give me what I want, and then we'll start the show. I'm fixing.
Yeah.
I wonder if that is...
That sounds like it's, directed... could be directed at the fans and connected to that performance where he had his vocal issues. That was a cool interlude, and I liked how it transitioned into that really soft, it sounded like acoustic guitar or something. And these interesting instrument choices on that track with the Weeknd. His voice was soft and far away, and then it finally came back in again, kind of like the opening track. Then what it seemed like, the phone kept coming up. There was a phone, it sounded like a phone in opening night.
Yeah.
And then you hear it at the end, and then you hear it again in the middle of the track. And did they say something, the woman say something about Texas?
Yes.
Because, that's where Travis is from, right? He's from Houston.
My girl told me she saw you in Dallas. She said she said you didn't look good.
Yeah, and then you can hear these pills or alcohol. It's either ice, alcohol, or pills, or both.
Sorry, you did. The next line was how much longer you in Texas for?
I heard something about Texas. And then you touched me very hard when I guess you must have saw Travis.
I saw it.
Because I don't have the lyrics in front of me, so you saw Travis come up. And then I was sitting here with my eyes closed, and I just feel a big. I'm like, what the fuck?
The last time that happened, what happened when I grabbed you that hard?
Oh, was that when I almost died listening to Cuddy?
No, I choked.
Oh, yeah, you almost died.
I almost died.
You were eating a donut.
Yeah, I grabbed you, and I was like, I'm choking on a donut.
Because there was the time in Utopia when we were listening, and Cuddy came in, and I choked on my tea.
That was right at the end, right?
I thought the song was over, yeah.
But that was hilarious.
Yeah, the last time you grabbed me that hard was when you were dying on a donut, and I had to give you the Heimlich maneuver in a parking lot. Yeah. But anyway, then Travis coming in. I mean, Travis, I feel like, great performance. His vocals were really cool.
Deep.
Very, super deep and modified, but I like that. And I think Travis probably is a good, I didn't catch the lyrics. I don't know what he was saying, but thinking about concerts and stress and overwhelming situations, I feel like Travis has gone through that, his fair share of that. He had his whole Astro World incident a couple of years back that was, I can imagine like that being traumatizing to the artist, traumatizing to the fans and the families affected, but Travis as well. So having him on there, when it's it seems like a couple of these tracks are talking about fans and shows and whatnot, opening night. I think that's a good feature placement. Track number 10, Enjoy the Show.
Oh, lots of show stuff,
Yes,
Wow.
I know. It's kind of, I'm liking it. Let's keep going.
I feel like anyway.
Sounds like Kanye production.
Fuck their logic. They can never tear us apart. We symbiotic.
Did you say fuck Logic?
No matter what I tell the world,
Fuck their Logic.
Oh, yeah. Just dissing them out here. I'm in my feelings. Fuck you, Logic.
I don't got the tolerance like before. You pick me up.
That's an interesting line.
What is it?
I don't got the tolerance like before. So it's like it's cleaned up now,
Yeah.
right? Drink it slow.
Overdose. I hope you more. And if you don't, I hope you enjoyed the fucking show. Let me know, baby.
Oh, Who is coming in? You're touching me hard. You touched me harder that time.
I can't feel my face anymore.
Whoa. This is Future?
Any space anymore. You my favorite drug.
Oh.
My favorite drug. Got me in my feelings. Back drinking mud. Ain't doing no capping, ain't without that capping, ain't in like
I
a
love
trap.
Future.
I done been around the globe, fucking these hoes, still acting like a trap, nigga. Bad bitches knocking them out. I'm in my feelings.
I like that we got both sides of Future. We got him singing and rapping.
Yes.
Because I love him singing. Such good production.
Really good, man. I'm surprised, man. I was like, Future's on it, man. So many references here in the lyrics of the end of it. It's coming up. It's like,
Yeah, I think he's not
Like a
bullshitting.
middle-aged child star, way I'm fucking tweaking. 3 a.m. sunset, frying like a phoenix. Traumas in my life, I've been hesitant to heal it. I just wanna die when I'm at my fucking peak. Drink it slow, won't drink it slow. I don't want the tolerance anymore. But if you don't, I hope you enjoyed the fucking show. Let me know.
there's
baby.
that sarcasm there, eh?
Yeah.
But if I don't, I hope you enjoy the fucking show. Right?
I think him dropping the fucking in there is perfect.
Oh, wow, man. You know, I just got to say this with this. The traumas, where take another hit or my music, they won't feel it. Here he's talking about being clean, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of getting clean in here. And if he's not high and fucked up, he ain't writing the great music, right?
Yeah. It's just kind of why he is saying he wants to bring this to an end.
Yeah.
This is the last album is The Weeknd. I thought Future was great on
Future
there.
was great.
Does he say "Can't Feel My Face" or something like that? What was the first line when he comes in?
Future's I can't feel my face anymore.
Yeah, I like that reference to his hit.
I don't want to
single.
give you any space anymore.
But him coming in singing was great, and then I was like, I would have been happy with him just singing, but then he does a verse later, which was great. But to me, the production was just phenomenal.
That was a fantastic track.
Who produced that? Does it say?
But I want to say what you said there. I think it was super cool that Future did both.
Both rapping and singing.
Yeah, credits on here is The Weeknd and Mike Dean.
Okay.
Written by The Weeknd and Future.
Track 11, "Given Up on Me."
Love me, love me, love me, say you do. Satisfy this heart.
Whoa, that caught me off guard.
I thought it was going to be a slow pace.
So did
really
I.
Slow.
I thought it was like 3 trazodone and
I've been lying to your faces. Yeah, I've been always wasted. It's too late to save me. Why won't you let me leave?
Yeah, these lyrics could be interpreted in a lot of.
well, a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why won't you let me leave? I'll give it up on
Don't tell me this song fucking.
I think
Who?
going too deep.
Why will you let me see? Why will you let me go? Why will you let me die?
Whoa. I did not expect this switch up.
No. Especially how slow we started with that
Yeah.
trazodone induced vocal.
Feels like we're in a lounge now.
Yeah.
It keeps calling me back. I can feel the warmth on my skin for the first time.
That's weird. That's crazy, that line.
What about it?
Well, because it's for the weekend, I always picture darkness. And he says,
Talk about sunshine.
I can
there.
feel the warmth on my skin for the first time. I always think of him in the concrete and
Yeah.
this is my sunshine. It's light, right?
It really feels like the end of an era.
Yeah.
I know it's not good for me.
Such a different track, eh?
Yeah.
We've had like 3 completely different sections here.
I want your company.
Now he's talking to the Lord.
Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Don't you give up on me.
I gotta say, another thing that about this track is I haven't heard The Weeknd on something like that.
Like that.
Right?
Like that, yeah. Like piano bass, like that.
Let's pause it there. You could probably feel that.
Yeah, something was coming
Someone's
there.
about to come and shoot its load.
Yeah, I grabbed your leg because they both did the double part there.
Future?
Yeah, both of them sang
it
that.
sounded like someone with a deeper voice. I was like, is either Travis or Future
Yeah,
again.
why won't you let me sleep? Why won't you let me go? And it was just, and he was in on that. I thought that was really, really cool. It started off really, really, really slow. That beat drop was
and
like,
then
whoa.
came in fast, and then total switch up. Almost
Completely
felt
switch
like
up.
2 songs, which I was surprised.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I'll say, because that song was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Almost 6 minutes. I'm surprised that he didn't split it into 2 songs, just with the amount of transitions that
Yes.
there is.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he kept that as a song with a transition.
Yeah, like
in it.
this part 2 there, right?
Yeah, like I don't know. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just, it just sucks for people if there's anybody out there that like prefers part 2.
Which I like. I really like part 2 because I've never heard The Weeknd
On
with,
that, yeah.
with piano and singing. Like it had that lounge piano ambience.
I definitely preferred part 2 over part 1 there.
Yeah.
And if it was split into 2 tracks, I would probably have part 2 scattered through some of my playlists.
Do you want to hear a little tidbit?
I'd love to.
I love giving you tidbits because
You're in full control here, and I don't like it that much.
yeah. This song, "Given Up on Me," was produced by who?
Kanye?
Metro Boomin.
Really?
Yes. Here's the proof. He made the beat 1 year ago. Anyways, it's here.
I believe.
Also the beat of the last part of the song calls back on the beat of "Gone," song from his first trilogy.
So yeah, there's a lot of probably references to his older work. I mean, there's Future's talking about "Can't Feel My Face."
Yeah,
a lot of like entire career references.
Let's talk about it now because this could be the end.
It's making me a little sad, I'm not going to lie, because I was hoping this was going to be a Jay-Z or Logic type retirement where they retire for, a short period of time and then they're, just kidding, I'm back.
Yeah.
But like reading into these references and seeing the length of the album and everything that he's talked about, I could see this being his last as The Weeknd.
But you know what? Does that not make you excited?
Oh, it does. Yeah, I mean, he's such a creative, just genius that I him going under any kind of
by himself as an R&B singer would be just sick.
Yeah. So I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much. But it's like The Weeknd, he kind of created this. I don't know. I don't want to say persona because it is him.
It is him,
but it's mixed with some.
I hear you.
This character.
It's
at the same time, and it feels like the final. Like it feels like we've watched a bunch of movies. Each album has been a movie, and this is like the big ending one. Like it has or maybe it's
is this the Rings?
Yeah, or I'll say this is like a TV series. Actually, all these records have been TV series, and there's been that episode was great, but this feels like the season finale,
and everybody's going to hug each other on the set and cry.
Yeah, everyone's crying on the set when they're filming it, and when we're at home watching it, it's the big battle scene or whatever happens, and everyone's like, "Oh man, that was great."
The tough part about that though, like I just said, it's exciting because you don't know where he's going to go, right? But there's also that part where if he gives this up and doesn't. Can he get to that place where he was with The Weeknd with whatever's new in terms of like I know he'll be great at whatever he does. He could do jazz, any kind of style. He could do, you know what I mean?
Just production. He could. You never know what he'd want.
Just produce or whatever, right? But I know what you mean. Is that, especially you? Like I was late to the Weeknd again, right?
Yeah.
You grew up with the Weeknd in your life, so it's like this is like, oh, this is done. I'm
like, is this really done? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah, and it's hitting two things with you. Like this is happening. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to it with your old man, and you're also getting older.
Yeah.
So these separations are happening. So I feel your emotions. Let's get some booze.
Track 12. I can't wait to get there. These sounds
Are fantastic. Listen to that.
They're not VSTs. These has got to be the real.
The deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The darkness keeps you shining. Shine, shine, shine. Ooh.
That was great.
Is this a sample or someone featured on here?
I don't know. It's a
This summer, we've been running the numbers. We just shy of a Billy. So my grip to Madonna, my connect
What a
to my
flex,
body.
eh?
I don't know
Sold
that
my crib to
man.
Madonna.
Tryna
Wow,
bend
woo.
on my dramas. Then they try to fucking kill me, spreading misinformation. Tryna pay me a villain. Guess I did it to myself, man. It's been this life, baby. High school dropout, chilling with academics. I can finish.
I love this parade.
Kill it, baby. Now you know, see it, baby.
This, you know what this song really gives me, especially the snare drum and that wow is a real 70s. I always say the 70s, but it's late 70s, 80s Michael Jackson production.
Quincy Jones.
Yeah, Quincy for sure.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
He was on the last record, right? Dawn FM.
yeah.
It gives me like a Tyler production feel as well. I don't know why.
Do you think it's because I can't wait to get there?
I think so. The
Yeah.
sample and
Yeah.
the synths. Pause. There we go.
The part of the song is sung, I Can't Wait to Get There, is sung by producer and vocalist Tommy Parker, who is well known for his pitched up soulful vocals featuring on some of the biggest albums. That's it. So it's actual.
Yeah, I got a real Tyler the Creator feel there. Who produced that one?
This was, wow, you want to know? Wow.
I do want to know.
TBHits, Mike Dean, Peter Lee Johnson, Tommy Parker, and Mr. Franks.
Okay.
Whole group of them.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
No, I love the production on that. Like you said,
Yeah.
very Quincy Jones.
Yeah, it had a real.
Early MJ. You know, maybe like pre-Thriller.
Yeah, and I haven't spoke much about this, but that snare drum on there was fire.
Oh yeah.
It was crack. It was crack. It was crack.
Like to your like
to me
felt like crack.
It felt like
or
crack.
The
Yeah.
sound.
The
made it
sound
as
was.
crack.
Yes.
No, that was a really cool song. I like the lines. Selling his crib to
Madonna.
high school dropout, hanging with academics.
Yeah, but then I love where he went. And I was like, now I can finish the sentence. Now I'm articulate, baby. I can enunciate, baby. I eviscerate my enemies and piss on the grave.
Yeah. No, that was great. We'll keep going. The next track we've heard, but let's hear it in the context of the album. We weren't crazy about it in our singles review when we did it. This is on Patreon a while back. But I've listened to it a few times since. I don't know. You haven't really, no, right? I have. It's grown on me. Still not crazy about it, but it's like I enjoy it.
This is the two personality Playboi.
Yeah, it's Playboi Carti doing his cool vocal stuff.
Yeah.
Track 12, Timeless.
It's hard listening to singles out of context of the album, you know that?
It is, yeah. Well, I believe Sao Paulo was a single, and I don't think I would have liked it if I didn't hear it in the context of the album.
It was killer.
It was killer, yeah. Who's this one produced by, does it say?
Ever since I was a chick, and why was this shit?
Metro?
Pharrell.
She wanna get hit.
There's quite a few, but he's the main.
As soon as you pointed it out, I hear it.
She singing my songs. She wanna dial it.
I like that line.
Yeah. That's because you like Dialect.
Yeah.
Just for these hoes, they finna fuck
This is the part I like. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm just finna hit. I'm feeling hip. I'm rusting out all of my divas. I feel like the rock.
How does he do that?
Ever
This is
since
nuts.
I was a kid, I've been legit.
Listen, he sounds like the Weeknd here.
If I was you, I would cut out my wrist. Rolling, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like this
Ever
song.
since I was a kid, I've been legit. Feel like it's all three. Neptune drum with a beat.
Neptune,
Yeah,
skateboard
yeah.
beat,
Yeah,
lots
She
of
wanna fuck with
Pharrell
the
shout outs.
team. She fell in love with the cream. Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit.
You know what? I've got to fully agree with you.
It's way better in the context of the album.
Yeah, when we listen to it as a single,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm really fucking with it. Like, it feels like I'm listening to it for a second time, like, or for the first time for a second. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
trying to speak, but it's not working.
You having a stroke?
We've listened to this, so I'm just gonna let it transition into Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that was Pharrell,
Actually, no. There's a
Ojavolta, Mike
pause.
Dean, and Twisco, and BBY Kobe, and BL $D. Blessed.
Okay. I was gonna let it transition, but it did end up slowing down.
I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that the second time.
I liked it. You know, I even listened to it. We played it in the car a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
When we went for a drive, and you know, even then I was like, yeah, it's good. I like it. But in the context of the album, I think it fits well.
Yeah.
Especially talking about him being timeless and yeah, with how this record is playing out. I don't know. I was really enjoying it more, and I don't know. I don't think they changed the mixing or anything. It just sounded better. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Because we're sitting here and it's in the we've started. We're how many tracks in? 16?
15.
15 tracks in. We're feeling the Weeknd. We're feeling Future. You know what I mean? And then Playboi comes in and he does his fucking the schizophrenic double voices.
Sounds like a little spider moving around.
Yes,
on the track.
it's crazy how he does that. That's Yeah.
Because he's tall.
He's
right?
tall.
Yeah.
He's really tall.
I always thought he was short.
Yeah.
We will be playing these two together.
Okay, Niagara Falls, and take me back to
L.A.
Lethbridge, Alberta.
Yes. Sometime one video you said that in the last weekend, or not the last, but we did After Hours, and he said something about LA, and there was like one guy from Lethbridge that like was like, dude, that's fucking hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. I had to show my buddies.
Well, you were thinking
It's such a random place. Not random, but like, you know, how many people fucking know about Lethbridge, Alberta? How many viewers do we have from Lethbridge, Alberta? Leave a comment if you're from Lethbridge, Alberta.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
track 14 and 15.
These are beautiful synths.
Yeah.
I want to play that, man. Can we just get this down in the studio, me and
Yeah.
you? That's it, and I'll be.
This kind of sounds like something Drake would rap over, you know? You get that?
Yeah.
I used to love you, girl, before the sun goes down in Niagara Falls. Ooh, yeah. I remember that you rolled me blunts before we fucked when I was a ghost.
Once again, the
You know you
drums
can
and the
always reach
synths
me.
are just
Tryna see
Yeah,
what your
together
clothes
are so
are.
good.
Yeah.
Cause I know he really loves you.
Like the movement, the
But you're
forward
telling me
movement
the
of
next
them.
move.
It is Dean,
Cause in
eh?
your
Like,
head,
yeah,
you're my
yeah.
baby. You're reliving what we've been through. Give your heart just to borrow. Try to help you with the sorrow.
This is really catchy.
Yeah.
You know you can always reach me. Cause I know you're running on low.
Well, there's just so many different things on this album.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know,
It's like I got to show you them because I'm leaving.
exactly. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. I can't get you. Does sound like the same keyboard, though.
It does, yeah.
We're going in next.
Take me back to LA.
Yeah, that was a good transition.
Okay.
The sun will kiss on my face.
That's great.
Sun references again.
Yes.
A lot.
Sunshine tracks my skin.
Now the sunshine tracks my skin.
My voice cracking when we scream. You scream. We scream. Better when I'm by myself. Yeah.
Whoa, heavy synth.
Yeah.
Might take me back to a time. The trophies that I had would still shine.
Very interesting lyrics to this
Now I
album.
have
Yeah.
nothing real left. I hate it when I'm by myself. Myself.
It's weird. He went from I'm better when I'm by myself.
So I hate it when I'm myself.
Now him when I'm, yeah.
Well, then he talks about LA, but also Toronto at the same time.
Yes.
You know, so I think
Yes.
it's a battle, an internal struggle here.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was I you know what I
Okay, yeah.
No, I was gonna say I really fucked with the music on that, the drums, the production, everything like that. I felt for me it dragged a little bit too much. That's all.
Oh, like just the whole song.
Just the whole song. It just dragged a little bit too much for me.
Well, I think it's most likely because it's the two songs. I don't know. They really kind of go hand in hand, I would say. You know, because not just because of the transition.
Yeah.
But you know, Niagara Falls and LA. Niagara Falls is what? It's close to Toronto, right?
It's
essentially right there. So and then LA is kind of, you know, is where he spends a lot of his time. So it's, to me, the contrast is like the two songs, them having that transition, like the perfect transition. It's not like, you know, it fades out or anything. Like it's literally right into
it.
it.
Yeah.
He's talking about the sunrise over Niagara Falls, and then he's going into this the LA track, also talking about the sun, but talking about doesn't he mention he wants to go back home in second verse? So it seems like there's like an internal kind of back and forth of who he is when he's in different places, and when he feels alone versus when he feels when he's with people. Because there's the back and forth of that.
Well, verse 2 is take me back to a place where the snow would fall on my face, and I miss my city lights. I left too young. Take me back to a time the trophies that I had would still shine. Mm-hmm. Now I have nothing real left. I want my soul.
Yeah, that's fucking intense.
Yeah,
especially with everything around this album. I agree. I mean, like the song itself, it went on pretty long, but I think that's just because it was one of the more straightforward songs.
Yeah,
I felt like there wasn't like anything crazy to switch it up. That felt like the most kind of standard Weeknd track.
We've had some surprises on here for sure. Like like holy shit, what is that? What is that?
Well, just so many interesting, like the Brazilian, was it Brazilian funk jazz or something, and then the him rapping over the lounge, not rapping, singing over the lounge kind of music.
That would be too.
He could do that.
That would be cool too.
But I was that was in my head while talking about Future rapping
and singing. Yeah.
Track 16, Big Sleep.
Nice. Just gonna give you a little tidbit that there's someone from that album right there is working on this.
Really?
But yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks.
What's going on?
Ooh, what was that?
See, this is what I mean about the twists and turns that we didn't get on the last track.
And you wasted your borrowed time. Big sleep.
Ooh, this is
one of the more cinematic tracks we've
very,
had.
very, very.
Was that a member of Daft Punk?
It's actually Giorgio Moroder.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, those sweeps.
This one's kind of scary. I'm not
It
gonna
is,
lie.
yeah.
It's got a creepiness to it.
Yeah. It sounds like if you called it the big sleep is when you're
Dying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one had a weird eeriness to it.
Yeah.
Like it gave me this uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, the chorus. Well, you used up your borrowed life and you wasted your borrowed time. Big sleep, big sleep. Well, you barely put up a fight. Ready for the forever night. Big sleep, big sleep.
I can't see myself going back to that one, like just like throwing it on. You know,
Halloween, maybe?
Maybe like, yeah, like I could see it like in like some certain settings. I think in the context of the album, it's great.
Yeah.
But like, it's hard for me to picture myself right now listening to that, like just in a playlist.
Yeah.
Probably the most cinematic track we've had. Like I felt like it could have been in a movie or something like that.
Anything dystopian. Yeah,
like a
for
dystopian sci-fi movie.
Yeah. But when I was mentioning that, I was saying my favorite track, which is I love Giorgio Moroder, right?
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, okay, well, he's going to have some really sequenced, Giorgio's like the godfather of like synths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we heard the vocoder come in, and I thought, am I reading? I was looking at the names of the producers, and I'm like, Prince 85, Cirkut, are those names of the guys from Daft Punk? But they're not. No,
I don't know. I forget their names, but
yeah, Prince 85 is just this producing guy, and then there's a guy from Canada, which is Cirkut, which is Henry Russell Walter.
Yeah, I think I've heard his name before.
Yeah, but with that sound, I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought of Daft Punk.
So I wonder if that was the Weeknd on the
vocoder or whatever. Yeah,
interesting. Track 17, "Give Me Mercy." This already feels a lot more upbeat.
Yeah,
I feel alive again.
But who knows?
True.
Look at now the clouds come in.
Okay, yeah.
Conversations with the sky, mercy on my soul, things I should have known. Every time I lost my way, I lost my faith in you. Fighting my temptations, put my body through abuse. Hoping that it's worth all the bleeding when I'm defeated. Give me mercy like you do, and forgive me like you do. Ghost of my sins passing by, eyes without a face when I'm defeated. Give me mercy.
Great programming,
like
eh?
Yeah. I like this one.
like you do. Hope that you see me. Sinner in the night, seeking refuge in the day.
That's a very nice structured pop song.
Yeah. But super, super uplifting. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely got a religious feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
Very MJ.
Yeah,
little
total.
things
You
there, yeah.
smacked it. He was coming to get.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. That was a nice big glurber.
I liked that. What you call it?
A glurber.
A glurber. That was a nice glurber.
That was a
going in.
really good glurber in there.
Yeah, that was a nice little pickup from. Not that Big Sleep was bad. Big Sleep was just very dark. So
very
it kind of
dark.
felt like two. Well, you know what?
Two polar opposites, really.
And you said religious. You brought the word religious in there. It had, had a religious uplifting feeling to it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because Big Sleep had this very dark.
It
sounded.
Yeah.
What is Big Sleep means death essentially, right?
I think so. That's all I'm just doing.
I think it's another way to say death. So that it's an interesting contrast.
Yeah.
Similar to Niagara Falls and Take Me to LA. I feel like we're having these kind of cool back and forth moments.
They're complementing each other, right? Back and forth.
Each track, yeah.
Yeah.
Track 18, Drive.
Okay, I'm just gonna make the assumption by this. Okay,
Okay.
I like doing this, but okay, I'm picturing this as like a banger.
An upbeat one. Well, you already heard a little bit of that
Yeah.
snippet.
Well, I just heard the gurgling or
Yeah.
whatever, right? But I'm picturing this as going to be one. You know how I always like the weird ones?
Yeah.
I think I might like this one. I just trust me.
Okay. I'll trust you. Track 18, Drive.
I don't wanna waste your time. Just wanna feel the air on my body. This fame is a disease. And I just wanna drive to
Not what I thought. Okay, I'll admit.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be more up tempo.
That's what I thought too. The way you hyped it up.
Yeah.
drive me slow. Just be kind. I'm a child again. It's happy again.
Man, you know what? I can hear this being like a tempo change, up,
And what?
a bigger hit.
Oh, if it was a little faster. Well, just wait for the remix to drop on the.
Oh, yeah.
In a couple weeks. I just want to.
But I guess it fits the mood of this, right?
Yeah.
But
Okay, I gotta be honest.
that was a bit of a sleeper for me.
It's the first one I wasn't crazy about.
That's I gotta say.
I'm glad we're on the same
Same
page.
page,
I don't
yeah.
know how you guys feel about it. Hopefully, it's not like the fucking biggest one online and everyone's freaking out about this and we're shitting on it.
Yeah,
I'm not shitting
Well, it doesn't
on it.
matter. I don't really care. But
I'm not shitting on it. It was still a good song, but it was the first one where I was like, okay, let's get on to the next.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, okay. I'm gonna just give a quick count here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. I just want to drive tomorrow's. So it's.
Well, speaking of the number 18, I wanted to say, if any Weeknd fan is offended that I didn't really like that song, I have to say it's very impressive that we're 18 songs in, and that was the first one that didn't really do much.
Yeah,
for me.
exactly. Yeah, it didn't wiggle my dick either. It was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep going. We'll go to track 19, The Abyss.
Okay, that sounds uplifting.
Sweet. I'm liking this one already a little more.
Yeah.
I tried my best to not let you go. I tried to be something that I'll never be. Why waste another precious
I love the piano and the bass and his vocals.
Why
That's
waste another precious heart?
this is like another goodbye, eh?
Yeah.
Familiar, I know. Yes, I know.
That's why he's touching me. Well, picking up tempo.
That's all you get. That's it. You know what's crazy now? Even if he... Oh, there we go. Even if he wanted to, he couldn't play anywhere small.
No.
These songs are just too... They're
made for
stadiums.
stadiums.
They're
Yeah.
just made for stadiums.
His voice is just so grand.
Yeah.
In this.
Like those. Look at that. That verb.
You keep touching me, but there's no feature.
You missed the last feature.
You fucker. Is Lana?
Yeah.
That's very fitting because
Yeah.
they work together. I love Lana.
Yes. Here, doubling it?
was that you? You fucker. I was like, oh fuck. It was like I was ready to not let it. I was ready to let it transition because I heard this fucking sick beat coming. How'd you do that with your mouth? Do that again. Okay, it doesn't sound as
But it was with.
I think with the music, I legit thought there was something like a compressed EQ down drum kit that was coming in.
I felt it needed that, and then a little bit more of the repeating Lana when she was going.
Oh, it got so big at the end. Like I could both of them in a stadium together singing that. Would be insane.
Her voice was fantastic.
That's why you were touching me, but you touched me so early.
No, there was a segue. Right there. Hey, hey, oh, hey.
Oh, well, I didn't hear it. Because you, like, right away, you were, like, grabbing my leg. And then I was like, what the fuck? There's no feature. And then finally she came in. But that's a really well thought out feature as well, I think, because they've worked together so many times throughout the Weeknd's career. He's been on multiple records of hers, and they've collaborated multiple times.
Great,
so
that was great.
If this is truly the final Weeknd album, having Lana on there just makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's go. We got 3 tracks left. Track 20, Red Terror.
Wow.
You're not going to dupe me again. I'll be watching your mouth every time there's a transition.
You're not heavy. I rock you to sleep. I hold you for hours long. Hush, my child. You're mine.
These all sound really like they're just made for 80,000 seat stadiums, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
Night just like a feather. I ran from the terror. Ground was red from the lead. My
I love the way
Yeah.
The west, then moved to the city. 8 months we were pregnant. You're still my child.
My God, this feeling gives me total Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana.
Death is nothing at all. It does not count. Call me by the old familiar name.
Oh, sorry. We got into the next song.
Oh, did we? Oh, shit.
I had my eyes closed. I was really enjoying that final piece there.
So was I, yeah. But that whole thing, like death is nothing, blah, 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 blah. Then call me by my old familiar name.
Yeah.
Which is his. The Weeknd's gone.
The crowd will scream my name. Even when the world wants me to fail. The crowd will scream my name. Leave my guts all on the stage.
See, he never does that stuff, eh?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great. That was me.
I don't believe you.
Oh yeah. I don't suppose tomorrow's coming. I'ma follow through this time till the press might be loving.
This feels like a real final now.
Yeah, it feels like we're in the final act of the final part of a movie.
Leave my guts all on the stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that
wow. The crowd.
there we go. I was gonna say if it was gonna transition,
Yeah.
I would let it play, but
Yeah.
it cut off right there.
Yeah.
I was surprisingly in the second half of the record there hasn't been as many like full transitions.
Yes. Yeah.
The only one was where I had my eyes closed on Red Terror there, and I didn't notice that
Yeah.
it switched. That was a smooth transition, but for the most part it's been cut off.
And why? I wonder why.
I don't know, but I remember when I posted on Twitter, I said, "What transitions should I look out for?" Everyone was like, "The whole album. It doesn't matter, just the entire thing." I think people were I tweeted this last night. When it just came out, so I think people might have only been through the first half when they were tweeting that. Because the second half there's not that many transitions. Like most songs kind of end and then the next one.
It's funny how big transitions now are. Eh?
Yeah, I mean, because it's just they're just fucking cool. I think people love them. So but that one, it felt like there was a transition coming. With the crowd at the end, and it really feels like an end now. Like we're on to the last track, and it feels like this is his last record, which is sad to think about. But like we talked about already, we won't go repeat ourselves. But he can always make music under a different name, and I think he'll still be busy. So let's go into the final track 22.
Whew.
Title track, Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Okay, let's just throw in a guess. Fast or slow? What are you going to do here? What are you going to do if you're the Weeknd? Connor, you're the Weeknd. You're in the studio. This is it.
I'm not ending it if I'm the Weeknd. I'm putting another 45 tracks, and I'm just going to keep going.
Okay, no, but Wash Me With Your Fire. Who else?
Probably I'll guess slow. Or like a medium pace.
Wash Me With Your Fire and Play Me With Your... Ooh. Oh, they got the monks.
You like those monks.
I like the monks. I've always had something for monks. Any monks out there? Give me a call.
Wash me with your fire. Who else has to pay for my sins? So burn me with your light. I have no more fights left to win.
This is great.
Yeah.
Tie me up to face it, so I see heaven after love. I want heaven when I die. I took so much more than their lives. They took a piece of me, and I've been trying to fill that void that my father left, so no one else abandons me. I'm sorry.
I want him to do more piano stuff in the future. I love his voice with piano.
Now I'm drowning in the same tub where I learned how to swim with my mother, trying to save every ounce of my innocence. I failed her life, I failed myself.
He sure knows how to close an album out.
Yes.
That he's watching from above. I want to change. I want the pain no more.
Are we getting drums? Is it ending?
No, it's ending.
It's ending.
But I'm curious about the theory that everyone was talking about. Let's see if this transitions well.
Are you going to do it live?
I queued it up, yeah.
Wow, is that it?
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, I believe them. This is track 1 of House of Balloons.
Wow. That was pretty damn cool. Eh?
Okay,
I'm glad you cued that.
Well, because my sister said earlier, right? She was telling us, and then I saw online people talking about it, so I was like, okay, I'll just test as we're going to see if it's actually... That kind of finalizes even more of the theories that...
Wow, total.
The end of his, his career. What a way to close the record.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hurry Up Tomorrow, man. Wow.
I don't know what to say, man. I feel like we kind of said everything in the video itself. What do you say about this? I don't know what to say. I'm kind of just like at a loss for words here, because it's like, it's the end of his career as the Weeknd. We don't know what he'll pursue next. I know he's done acting and directing and stuff. And he's made music or soundtracks for like television. So I don't know what he plans on doing, but if this is, you know, the Weeknd, this is the Weeknd experiment, going under this name, I think he has done something absolutely incredible with each record, in terms of just shaping the landscape of pop music. He's not always breaking down barriers and creating new ideas. Sometimes he's, you know, sticking to the same thing that works, but doing it in such a, what seems like just easy way. Like, it seems like it just comes out naturally for him. It seems like you can give him a piano and he'll have a song in 2 seconds.
Yeah. I love that. Like, okay, if I'm going to compare him to Michael Jackson in terms of star status of where they are, like MJ always had, Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That he was always MJ, right? But what the Weeknd created for himself, album through album was that's the art that,
by having like trilogies and stuff,
and trilogies and different characters for, you know what I mean,
the whole Dawn FM,
the Dawn FM, and then the gray of the, right, I mean, of the aging and the aging and the stuff and the beating up and the bleeding and
everything that he creates in each album is essentially an era of his a new era of his music, and I think that is exciting that he, you know, can now, if he's going to put the Weeknd aside, like this is the end of the Weeknd creating projects, now he can do anything under any name. He could start a band. He could go into producing. If this is a goodbye to the Weeknd, it felt like the perfect way to do it. Every track had something unique, and it felt like there was different eras of the Weeknd combined into this record. It really felt like he took a piece of everything. And then that little tiny bit at the end kind of almost like puts a bow on top with it being able to transition smoothly into high for this.
Yeah, and a lot of talk about his fans, but also like
stage shows,
but not so much in such a positive light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, you know, it changed him. It made him, you know, isolated.
Yeah.
You know, all these things. So it did fit. You know, the Weeknd's the dark sound, but then the light. Two tracks.
Yeah.
Talking about sunshine. A
lot of sunshine references, a lot of moving forward, a lot of going into, the title itself, Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It feels like just like, you know, like let's get to the next thing.
Yeah, let's get to the next thing. Yeah.
I had a blast. That was fun. That was a long album, hour and a half almost, but it didn't feel that long.
No, it didn't. You know, when
especially the first half. The second half definitely felt like it dragged a little bit more, but I think that's because there wasn't as many transitions.
Yeah,
the first half just flew by. Like those first, like, well, I don't know,
5,
first 7, 8 songs. Like we were just
straight through,
right through.
But you know what the thing about a 22 track album is like I've already forgot track 3. So I've got to go back and listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, track 3 is I Can't Fucking Sing, and it was 12 seconds. So if you forgot that, I'm really concerned about your memory. And I do think you should talk to the doctor about that. Because there's only like a few words in that skit. No.
Hey, I duped you with a fake drum beat, so we're equal
fair
now.
Fair enough. No, I had a great time. Hope you had fun.
I had a blast.
And I hope you guys had fun. Of course, you've probably listened to this on your own by now, but if you haven't, go do that without us talking in between. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is one that we were waiting for a long time. We kept talking about it all month. We were excited. Got delayed by a week, but you know, it just made us more excited. And now we're here. And I'm going to go listen to this in the car and listen to this on my headphones and just kind of have it on repeat, because it feels like a type of album that you just want to just run back multiple times without stopping it.
Yeah, and like I would like to see for the future, you know, for with the Weeknd, if he does whatever he does, I would love to see him do a project.
No synths.
Not no synths. Pull back on the synths, have more piano, bass and drums, an equal amount, sort of like I can't explain. Maybe like a Magdalena Bay. So you know what I mean? That whole the mix.
Yeah.
Right. Of
Well,
that.
you're not getting that from the Weeknd. You're not getting anything from the Weeknd.
That's true.
You might get something from Abel or from
Yeah.
whatever name he comes out.
I think he's going to go with. I heard rumblings. It might be midweek.
midweek. Yeah. Yeah. No. Anyway, take care, guys. Great dad joke to end off the video. Much love. We'll see you soon, and peace.
Bye.